$95 billion foreign aid package. You've got that potential ban on TikTok, the video sharing app, within the bill. It would give the app's Chinese owner, ByteDance, a year to sell the company or face a nationwide ban. It's a bipartisan supported bill over concerns about Chinese threats to the U.S. and the spread of disinformation. TikTok has pushed back on the bill, argues that it would violate the First Amendment rights of its 170 million users here in the U.S. Amber Estenson is a content creator and is on TikTok, joins us live now for the impact this will have on her and others. Amber, thank you. What would be the personal impact to your livelihood, given your influence and your experience on TikTok?
Well, despite the financial implications, obviously, 7 million small businesses operate on TikTok, and it's just brought such a huge community to my life. I'm really more concerned with the following that I will lose, and the community of friends and family and parents that I have built on TikTok. The thing that I don't hear anyone talking about is the communication and the friendships and the bonds that we've made. It's not just about money. It's really about community.
Are you concerned at all about the national security threat, the propaganda that is alleged from the Chinese government? Is that at all part of the conversation that you're having with those friends on TikTok and in your community?
I think so, yes, because that's what everyone wants us to be talking about. But I've said this before: what isn't owned by China? The timing of this bill and the way that it was introduced is just very suspicious, and it makes me concerned.
Yeah. So tell me, how many followers do you have right now on TikTok?
1.1 million.
Okay. And what do you use TikTok for? What is the primary reason that you started your account?
To make fun of myself.
I'm not on TikTok, so pardon my basic questions, but what do you use it for?
I started by sharing quirky vintage recipes that we still eat and enjoy in Minnesota, and it kind of turned into a comedy sketch channel about making fun of my Midwestern roots.
So I should be on TikTok because it sounds fun. Tell me about your community and what this has personally meant to you as you have built this following.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a community of moms. It's a community of parents, of people that are going through the same thing that I am. It started, at the end of the pandemic when everybody was stuck inside and didn't really have much to do. And all of a sudden it led to, my own personal ADHD diagnosis after I was dealing with my children's diagnoses. Finding people that think just like I do and are having the same issues and parenting problems and life problems that I am. It's one place that I feel I can come exactly as I am. I don't even have to do my makeup, and everybody listens to me, and I have a voice, and that voice has meant the world to me. It's been utterly life-changing for me in the past 3 years.
Wow, an incredible space of community and likeness and people that you can depend on. Financially, though, is your following something that you can live off of? Has it become something that supports you?
Yeah, it is. My following, I have, gone to other platforms as well, like most of us do, but I'm a full-time content creator. I don't like to talk about money because that's not what we do in the Midwest, don't you know?
I do know that.
I have been able to stay home with my children. I've been able to utterly change my life. It has changed my life for sure, for the better. It puts $24 billion into the GDP every year, and I'm concerned where that's going to be made up.
And if it goes away, what is your plan then? You said you're on other apps, other social media. I have a very strong following on Instagram and Facebook, and I really enjoy both of those crowds. They're all very different, though. Every community is very different, and I plan to continue with YouTube. And just keep pushing content, just keep getting my name and my face out there. My plan was never TikTok. Everything was accidental for me. Like, this whole huge following happened accidentally. And now, I'm thinking of writing a book. I'm thinking of going on tour eventually. But it all started with this community on TikTok. TikTok gave me the courage and the insight and the knowledge to know that I am capable of doing this and being some strange form of the entertainment industry. Well, it sounds like you're very creative. This platform has given a lot of people an opportunity, you included. We'll see where this goes. I appreciate you coming on and the conversation, and it looks like you have a lot of fun, so thanks for sharing that. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider, and don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.